know it's smack rapping.
Right, but there's a resurgence because we're looking at okay, Snoop drop,
Redman,
Fat Joe,
Redman,
Eminem,
Yeah.
like
Busta just put
we're
something.
seeing a lot
Busta
of that.
dropped 3. You know, you working on his 3rd one right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, Blockbuster, you know what I'm saying? The Dragon Season.
5?
no, there'll be 4.
What? Come on,
Dragon
man.
season is gonna have 4 installments.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And I'm not even gonna tell y'all about the Dragon and the Marksman.
Oh yeah, me and
Bust.
Busta. Well, you've been talking about doing a joint project together for a while.
I know.
Yeah. Dragon and the Marksman, bro.
Yeah, so we've
Yeah.
been really building on that. So I can't wait to work on it.
I'm supposed to tell him.
Just okay.
Yeah.
But you can tell me.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, fuck.
we here.
We gotta have an interview with Xzibit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never know.
Can we break an exclusive?
We just did.
That's exclusive.
did.
Nobody
I
knows
feel like
that.
the audience though.
Nobody knows about that.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
been in the talks for a
No,
minute.
I can't. I wouldn't even, because there's a lot of talks about a lot of projects that don't come to fruition. And you say something about it, and then you know, a month, 2 months, 6 months later, it still hasn't happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are concepts that don't.
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't say
That's
shit
true.
until.
It's
I feel very confident in coming out right now, and I feel empowered by the status of things, and so I feel like it's the best time ever for artists like myself and others to really like come out here, and people are looking for something. They don't know what they're looking for, but they know they're looking for something, and I think this is the time to interject and put certain priorities back in play when it comes to this thing that we have.
Let me piggyback on that real quick, man. So, because I know we mentioned, the craft, right? The craft, and then people starting businesses and doing that, kind of get away from the craft. One thing that I could safely say about X, right, is that he, no matter what he has his hands in, all the businesses and other things that he's building and stuff like that, the craft has never left. You know what I'm saying? So as he's creating this Kingmaker project, as I was there, right there with him, you know what I'm saying, seeing the ups and the downs of a real album and how that's supposed to be, right? And the creativity and the creative process, he was able to really hone in on his voice and who he is, right? Based off of everything that was going on around him. So when I say that to say, there's still artists that put the craft first. They're still out there, right? And I'm assuming with this paradigm, with this shift, right, as he was saying, that the Eminems and all these guys that are coming out and doing that original stuff, that the Kingmaker project that he's putting together is going to give you that vintage X to the Z with some maturity, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's not
where
no
we at.
TikTok. It's not going to be no TikTok bubblegum stuff.
Right.
It's going to be that X to the Z with maturity.
Yeah, but
You know what
now,
I'm saying?
Unless the youth on TikTok decide that this is what they want.
And they can do that. I would love that. We would love it.
I think like if everything we're talking about comes full circle and goes to fruition, these kids, and I'm calling them kids, these kids on TikTok who are wanting something new are gonna look somewhere else to get it. And if it ends up on TikTok, because that's how it goes. When it's not planted there.
Correct.
If it ends up on TikTok.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is we're not excluding
at all.
Ever excluding
at
anybody.
all.
But I do think the entity that's going to be in the way of the resurgence is going to be the industry. I don't think it's going to be the people necessarily. I don't think it's going to be the creatives. I think your new enemy now more than ever is going to be the industry, because they need to find a way to capitalize on it. And they don't have the best track record at picking the kind of generational talent that turns into. Rest in peace, Irv Gotti. Rest in peace, Clark Kent. Rest in peace, Keyz Slay. We don't have a lot of the original gatekeepers who were about being dope first. We don't have a lot of them.
And that's why I'm glad you said that, because check this out. We're gonna shoot over niggas' heads. That's why we went and partnered with Conor McGregor to do Greenback Records.
Yeah.
Right? I know what's out there. And I know doors are going to shut in our face and be like, well, you know, we got so-and-so or whatever. People are going to be dismissive of what this project is in the beginning. I know that. So I wanted to get somebody in the driver's seat who's not jaded by record label politics, somebody who doesn't give a fuck about politics or what people are, you know, saying or whatever. He's a fighter. I'm a fighter. This is new. There's no level of expectation of what a record label from him is supposed to be. So we're the first at everything.
So
right?
How did that even
Great
happen?
question.
Like how did
So we were finishing the record. And then once I was done, I was like, I don't want to get into getting with a distribution outlet and then finish the record. I want to walk in with a complete project.
Finished project.
Right? That way I can kind of guide and be focused on how it's rolled out because it has to be rolled out very specifically. We got very small windows for us to get through and make contact. So Bobby D, who's part of the management team with Tato, is like, you know, I got approached by Conor McGregor's folks. They want to start a record label. They've been talking about it for 2 years, but they really haven't, you know, they want to hear the record. Because I was like sending out, I was looking at majors, I was looking at, you know, independents, I was looking at doing my own, you know, stuff. And I even looked at LaRussell. I went to go visit him and see his DNA. Yeah. And so when this came across the table, and I got to sit down with his team, by no means is he trying to run a label or be like the executive in the videos and all that shit. He's going to be Conor McGregor and do what he does. But, you know, he has a love of music, everything he does. When it was explained to me, everything that he does involves some type of music, whether it's a walkout song, a training song or whatever. He's very specific with his music choices. So when they heard the record, they immediately called back and said, we want to do something. We want to partner, right?
Which record was it?
They heard the whole album.
The whole album.
Right. They was like, this is the best Xzibit record, and we are big fans of Xzibit. We know this is the best record he ever made.
Right.
Okay, cool. So what do you guys want to do behind it? Man, we flew out to Ireland. Yeah. Then we went to Marbella, Spain. And the team of people that he's bringing come from the industry. They come from the UMGs. He built people who know record shit in this company. And so I feel very confident now. Okay, so now they're not looking to be the ones that make the creative decisions and all that stuff. Right. They just want to do their job, right? Which is all I can ask. So when I came into there and I was like, this seems like the best case scenario to get this record out and not have to go and do a fucking a sleepover at Keyz Sinat's house or a fucking, you know what I'm saying, or fucking or sit out with fucking DJ Vlad or some bullshit or you know what I'm saying, or get involved
in some weird shit,
in weird shit in order to just try to get to that audience.
Right. That's not the audience.
So exactly. So I wanted to do something that shot over people's heads initially. We're gonna have to interact with all these people eventually, but to get through the atmosphere first, I needed a big ass megaphone, and we got that. So now I was able to not only get the attention of my core audience, but kind of spark the idea of, oh shit, I ain't seen him. You know what I'm saying? That's why we put out 4 songs. Right. You know what I'm saying? To get to the point, you know, March 28th is when we're gonna drop the whole thing. But we had to get the attention of the people and get our foundation and get our core audience at attention. So now we can build off of that. Right. And I know it's gonna take work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm prepared to do that.
What is Greenback? What does the kind of Conor McGregor contract look like?
Oh, dude, it's nothing like the slave trade we was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? In the beginning.
Right.
It's
he said the slave trade.
It's basically right down the middle, 50-50 from $1.
On everything.
Everything. The record sale, I own 100% of my masters, publishing. I own all of my show money or whatever. He doesn't need to do it for money.
Right.
He just wants to build a record label that kicks everybody else's ass. and that's his
gratification,
right?
Yeah.
He's looking to promote these labels and these artists like he does fighters, right? Press conferences, traveling, showing up, you know, being involved, engaging, hyping, you know what I'm saying, and then delivering. That's really big. Like, we can hype it up all we want, but if you don't deliver, we're fucked. Right? So we got to punch somebody in the fucking face. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we plan to do. I love being doubted.
Right.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, this nigga, who? Oh, nigga, tell him pimp my ride. You know what I'm saying? Like give me that. Give me that.
I'm not mad at you.
Give me that, because check this out.
Punching people in the face is a great marketing strategy.
when you play it, nigga, it's gonna be
It's
wild.
never gonna go away.
Okay, you give me one listen,
Right.
I bet. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then that's all I need. You know, just give me one listen. And I think I deserve that as much as I put into the game. You know, I haven't been here since 2012. Just give me one listen. Give me one spin. Check this shit out. You know?
How do you navigate? Because Conor McGregor, he's if you're saying this is a situation where you can just do you, is there gonna be any viral element to it? You know what I'm saying? When you say punch people in the face,
Yeah.
but like, are there diss tracks? Are you?
No, we're
we
not
saw the
relying
first
on no
one.
gimmicks.
Okay.
The no gimmicks.
Do you
And
feel-
Connor's a viral walking viral moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Love
Right.
him or hate him, you know, he's undeniably seen, right?
Right, but in the light of like the Kendrick and Drake situation, where it kind of like led the attention back to hip hop. About 6 months to a year before, they were talking about how the numbers on hip hop is going down. It's no longer the dominant genre.
Yeah, the sales
And then
dropped by 40%.
Drake and Kendrick go at it, and now it's boom, Super
Right.
Bowl.
Right.
In this era, the competition, and I'm thinking too fast because there's so many things that I can incorporate into this resurgence, the Ricos, gang culture kind of getting pushed down in the music, where now we have space to be skilled again. How do you navigate that? How do you say, you know what, I'm coming back, like, what is going to be the thing that they're going to say, oh shit, new fans are going to be like, yo, I like this guy. What is it?
Yeah.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.